So let's see the quick demo of local OpenClaw, which is I set up in my local with the Ollama and using Docker. So here you can see I just simply connected, and if I just ask any questions, so yeah, it is properly respond for me. And yeah, so that we will try to implement within our Docker. So yeah, in here also that all that container is running for that OpenClaw, and we can easily set up uh, 2 3 commands. So yeah, let's moving to start implementation. So before I start implementation, I'm especially recommend if you first time visit my channel. So if you first time visit my channel, this is my channel .NET Real World Example, and if you want to learn integrate AI in an application and front and back end as a full stack developer, and also if you want to build a game and build a mobile game or desktop game, any kind of game, so yeah, everything is over here, so you can learn many things. So yeah, let's moving to start implementations. So for that actually you have to record some prerequisitions, like for example first actually you required install the Docker. So let me install the Docker. I already installed, and also just set up Ollama. So yeah, there is a couple of way. I think you can just use Ollama in your local without inside the Docker, that is also fine. But yeah, actually I just prefer to use this because I can utilize in GPU mode as well. So yeah, I use that, install that, and my Ollama is running, right? So this is my Ollama and Ollama is running, that is fine. And now second thing actually we need to set up for my OpenClaw in my Docker. So for that we have this GitHub repository, and we can simply clone it. So yeah, let me copy it, clone it over here, and open uh, any Windows or VS Code or anything actually where actually you can use on a terminal. Okay, so go to the terminal, and in this terminal basically we can use a bash command. Okay, so this is my bash command. So or any bash command actually you can just try to git clone it over here. So yeah, git clone, and simply you can just hit enter, and see this already I have just cloned it, so that is fine. So I can utilize that. So once you clone it, so simply you can just go with the cd. So now you are inside this repository, or this repository, right? So that is fine. So once clone and go to inside that, and then we have to try to uh, let me show you, we have to try to run one file which inside this here, so which is so here I will use a sh command, so that's why I'm using. But yeah, if you want, so you can use the docker compose as well, right? So but yeah, let me try to docker sh uh, file. So for that simply I can go back to my terminal over here, and I can just go with this docker, and see simply you can just hit that command or just specify okay where actually located. So you can just locate it over here, and once you're done, now they will start to create a container and everything's over there. So yeah, let me just create a container, and then whatever that things actually they are try to wizard of setup, so we will try to set up as so over here. See, there's a first wizard command actually just opened over here, but before proceeding this wizard actually we have to keep in mind the very important steps. So what is that? If you see, these are the setups they done. So yeah, if you scroll up, see up before OpenClaw setup, so there is a token actually, right? This token actually you need to copy and keep it somewhere. So let me copy this token, for example here, right? This is my latest token. So yeah, latest token, cool. So keep this somewhere place that will require later, so that's why I just keep it. And later on, if you see over here, nothing special, that is fine. Okay, so here very important part, you can just use, you have to use the yes because I want to continue. And then second things actually we have to not manual, not quick start, we have to do the manual because we have to set everything over here. And now it's just create a workspace, that is fine. And also model actually they by default use this. Okay, so yeah, I think it is taking by default because might be I just keep it on previous time, so that's why it's keep it that. But yeah, don't worry, I'll tell you how we can change it in your models, in your this local configurations. So for that what I can do simply, in here use existing value or update value. So see, it is asking to, okay, if you use the existing value or update value. So yeah, I'll just use the existing, right? So yeah, existing value. And then yeah, so this will be create your home directory for this workspace. So just create that. And once you create, now see, this is that provider where you have to set your local Ollama, right? But currently it is showing there's a couple of provider. So what I'll do as of now, keep it, whatever things we have right now, but yeah, later on we will change it, right? So yeah, keep it open AI, and then with the open API key, and then paste API key now, yes, and just fake API key, and that's it. Okay, and then once you're done, now okay, keep current GPT codecs, yes, that is fine. And now gateway also, see, this is important part. Yeah, so we have to keep it the default gateway, which is fine. And now here you have to keep in mind, in this section, this is a very important part, we have to use the LAN things. Okay, so use that LAN one. And then here there's the part actually, which way actually you want to gateway authentication. So we want to use a token base or password base. So as we just copy as a token, right? So we can authenticate token, so that's why we use that token over here. So once you use the token now, so yeah, that we can keep it as a, default as a off. Tell scale expose, we have to keep the off. And now this is that gateway token. So if it is appearing automatically, see, this is that appear automatically, which we have done. But yeah, sometime might be you don't have that. So in this case, you can just whatever we just copy, right? So we just copy this. So you can just copy this and go back and see, this is different actually. This one is different, this one is different. So we can just, remove this, and you can just paste your one. So I'll just paste it my one, right, which is that actual one, because yeah, I will go with this, and done. Okay, so now once I hit enter, now it is asking to, configuration that chat channel now. So so far I'll just use the no, I don't require currently. Okay, and once you here, so now it is asking to configuration to skill recommendations. So here also we don't require now, but one thing I can see over here, they just general setups. Yeah, yeah, that pretty much good. So far I think I don't need to do anything. Yeah, and this is that our settings. See, this is our main files. We are home node and in here. So this file actually we need to modify, so don't worry, we will try to show you how we can set up my local here. And then here that is skill now also we can as a skip over here, no. And also enable hooks, yeah, we can skip now, we don't require that. And once you're done, now see, these are the setting wizard or settings actually you have to done. So once you're done, now they will try to create the listening URL. Okay, so you have to wait a little bit over here. So now see, they have set up everything, and it is asking to this option, the settings. But if you scroll up, now see, this is actually your URL. Okay, so yeah, also you can just copy this and keep it somewhere, so that we can, once you set up, we can just try to open it over here using this. Okay, so it is nothing, basically see, whatever your token, just edit the token using that here. But yeah, we can change to this to localhost, that is fine. Yeah, I think I copy wrong way, wrong one. No, I think yeah, that's fine. I can replace to localhost. And yeah, over here what I can do, I can go with the yes, because I have to go open it, shell command also. And now it's finally, it's just creating the container over here. So yeah, let's wait to create a container finally. Perfect, now I can see our container is running, so that we can verify. Go to my here, and over here I can see my container is running over here, right? So if you go over here, so whatever logs you can just able to see over here, right? So yeah, now it's second part actually to once you've done everything, so we have to set up our local Ollama in my OpenClaw. So for that, simply I have to just stop that. So yeah, there is a two way. Ideally you can stop over there, or I can stop over here itself. Okay, so let me stop my container. Once you stop the container, I have to go to my repository, and yeah, I have to go to my repository and open it, that file. So see, this is that file actually, which that shows, okay, OpenClaw.json file. Under of that, on this location. So let me show you that location as well. So if you with Windows, so yeah, you can see whatever your user, and inside that it will create an open.openclaw folder, and inside that you can see your uh, this openclaw.json file. So here actually we have to keep it my uh, keep it my settings over here. So first of all, yeah, so here, see, here actually there auth section, right? So this auth section actually as a open API key, right? So we don't require that, so simply I can just remove that. Okay, so this first change you have to need to over here, this auth section you have to remove. And now second section, actually, see, I already actually place it over here, but yeah, if you don't have, so definitely you can uh, create this model section, and then provider, and then Ollama, because we are trying to Ollama, and this base URL you have to keep this http host docker internal, just because of we are trying to use inside the docker, right? So that's why you have just used that host docker internal, and then whatever our Ollama port, and then keep it API key is a local Ollama, up to you, whatever you have to set it in. And API also is a Ollama. And here that important part, models. So whatever models you have, right? So currently I have, if you see, currently I have these models actually in my local. So I have a cloud model, I have local model. So whatever model you have, you can just copy over here the model name and just keep it over here. That's it. And the name also is the same. And one last things, actually we have to change over here, like as like agent, right? So in this agent section also we have to change over here this Ollama. And yeah, now go to here, just Ollama, and then you have to change whatever your model. So my model is, I'm trying to use this model. So simply I can just change it to this. That's it. Okay. And one last thing actually is that models. So this models actually we don't require that. So I can just simply remove that. And yes, that's it. Okay. So this setting actually you have to do over here. Once the setup done, so save it, close it, and now go back to your container over here, and you can simply run it over here, or I think or you can go with your terminal where actually we have done everything. So if you go to here, so in here you can just simply use, so yeah, simply you can just use this command, so that whatever directory actually it will just running over here. So yeah, I'll not using that, but I'll try to use over here. So yeah, let me try to run, and once you run I can see still running. And yeah, once it is properly running, there's a no issue inside that. So then I can use this over here, but yeah, I'll just change to this to localhost localhost. Okay, so simply copy this and paste it over here and hit enter. So once you open first time, so definitely it will redirect to the chat session, and you are able to see these things like peer required. So first time once you open, definitely it will asking to, okay, peer required. That means the whatever request actually it is pending, so that need to approve. So how we can approve it? Simply you can just open a command prompt, right, and directly execute the docker command. But yeah, I'm just showing you that inside the docker how we can do that. So this is the docker actually, which is just running up over here, and also my Ollama is running inside docker itself. And yeah, I'm going to inside this container, click on this execute section, and once you execute section, now see In here you can simply paste this command, or you can write this command, okay, OpenClaw device list. Okay, so what to hit enter, now see it is showing, okay, this is that pending request and this is the pair request, right? So it is pending on this request is pending, right? So there is a two way actually. You can just just to copy this command, this request, okay, copy this and yeah, keep it somewhere. Like for example, previously also we just keep it somewhere, right? So yeah, let me keep it somewhere. And then another request actually, another command you can just tell, okay, for approve. So that is this. Okay, so this is actually again OpenClaw devices and then approve and then specify your request request id. That's it. This is one way. Another one we have also, you don't need to specify anything. Okay, so whatever that latest request, right? So simply you can just use this open clay, yeah, open device approve and all the latest requests, right? So up to you whatever you want. So yeah, I'll just use this one, copy this, go back and simply I can just paste it. And once you paste it, now what you hit enter, now see I can see it's got approved, right? So now once got approved, now I can again just try what happened to now, it is any pending request or not. So simply again hit enter, and once you hit enter, now see there is no pending because all that is paid only. So once you're done, now go back to your here. Now see, once you're done, automatically it is gone and now you are good to go to chat over here, right? So simply I can just tell, okay, hi. So well, I can see I get that response from my local Ollama, right? And yeah, let me try one more thing. Okay, how with the Ollama Docker, right? So simply I can just hit one more prompt to verify, okay, this is properly working or not. So yeah, I can just get that response also. Yeah, meanwhile I can see that my, yeah, so see my properly request is went to my Docker container and then I get that response as well. Now see, now whatever that, see now is that beauty. So you have to proper document also, they just provide, okay, how we can do that. So first actually they provide, okay, look, Ollama setups and then this call commands and then this is the model and then this is that Docker for OpenClaw, and yeah, you can simply run it. So yeah, that is pretty much nice documents they were provided. So yeah, this is the setup actually, the initial level. And yeah, one more thing actually. So see, if your Ollama, if you're trying to running your local Ollama, right? So definitely whatever setting we have just seen previously, right? So yeah, we have to check that, okay, either you can just use whatever your local model or this cloud model, which already we have in this over here, right? So in my local system has that cloud model as well as the local model. So yeah, both are, you can just try it over here, and yeah, which one is work or suit, you can just use it. So like that actually you can just set up your models in a primary as well as in here. That's it. So like this way actually you can utilize your OpenClaw. So that pretty much good for this session, and upcoming session definitely we will do more in this OpenClaw on real world example, like how actually we can utilize and we can create agents, so that can work for me actually to everything, like WhatsApp, Instagram, Telegram. So if I set anything on this agent, so definitely it will work for me without any guidance, right? So that we will try to upcoming session. Yeah, so for now, thank you, have a nice day, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share.